Hi, I am Raquel of the YogaSlackers, and today I want to share with you a few drills that will help us find extension or push through our shoulders. Often in handstands, we're asked to find more extension, and this often means several things. One is that if we have folds in our body and we remove those folds, we become a little longer, right? But this also refers often to the action of pushing through our shoulder, and this is the one we're going to be speaking about today. Our shoulders in a handstand want to work as our hips, but as we can see with our hips, they are fixed. We can't really push the earth away and become or make our legs seemingly longer. However, we can do this with our shoulders. By pushing through, we can make our arms seem longer, or we're extending more. Now, this action is dual. We want to push through our shoulders, but we also want to make sure that on that action, we keep the external rotation of the arm. While doing this, one good way to experience this is to have a small chair on the wall, bring the ribs in, tuck the tailbone, and then extend through your arm and reach as high as you can. Now, I like to do this while keeping one hand on my rib cage to make sure that the ribs do not come up and create an arch on my back while attempting to push through the shoulder. So while keeping the ribs down, my core engaged, push through, and then external rotation. Sometimes we can feel like we're pushing through more if we lose the external rotation of the arm or if we release the ribs. However, we want to maintain those. Ribs in, tuck the tailbone, lift the arm, then reach through and rotate through the shoulder. Both arms up, ribs in, external rotation, and then push up while breathing in. The drills that we're going to be doing today are going to help us with that extension. First, let's just do them while standing. This is easier to do for the first time if you have a mirror. Bring your feet together, tuck the tailbone down, squeeze through your quadriceps, ribs in, and push through the feet just to become a little taller. Now, while keeping the ribs in and the hips open, lift your arms up. Find that external rotation of the wrapping of the shoulders around you, and then push up towards the sky. Breathe here. Observe all the muscles that you need to use while holding this pose, even just standing on the ground, and let's try to replicate that on a handstand. The shoulder push is an action that we want to maintain through our entire handstand. It's the idea of I am extending up, reaching my arm as high as possible while keeping my ribs down and my shoulders externally rotated. So ribs down, extending through the arm, external rotation on the shoulder, maintain that push. The thing with the push is that while we want to maintain it through our entire handstand, while we get strong, we might start feeling a little bit of a sinking action. So this drill is going to be to keep that push through the shoulder. We're going to do it in two different ways. First, we are going to do it on a downward dog, which we already know that we maintain that external rotation. And now from here, we're simply going to push away while bringing the ribs in at the same time that we push. We're going to start feeling the shoulders much closer to our ears. And then we're going to sink back down. Push, shoulders externally rotate, and I find that push with the hands, and then I sink back down. The action should be linear, meaning that my hips become taller, but I shouldn't experience a closeness of the shoulder while doing the drill. I maintain my shoulders open, maintain the ribs in, is the action of pushing away and then relaxing. Pushing away and relaxing. Depending on your mobility, you might see this as a bigger movement, or you might see it as a smaller movement. Salud! From there, we are going to do the same action on a wall tightness drill. So on the wall tightness drill, it's about that push. We're pushing throughout. So really, if you are collapsing in your wall tightness drill, it means that we're not really actually doing a wall tightness drill. So that one is a given. Eventually, what we want to be able to do is that on our belly to the wall particularly, we want to maintain that push, but we might lose it with time. So instead of hanging out here, I want you to count to 3 and push, and then count 1, 2, 3, push again. 1, 2, 3, push again. And continue doing this through your belly to the wall. At the beginning, it's going to feel like a different drill. Your belly to the wall and your shoulder push are different. Eventually, we maintain the shoulder push through your entire belly to the wall handstand and also on your freestanding. Let's see if I can do that. On a free handstand, I'm going to push up and focus on staying up there. I count to 3 and then I push up again. Count to 1, 2, 3, push up again, and then release. It will feel, or it may feel different than what you are doing at the moment, but that's the goal. Eventually, I count to 3, I push, and nothing should happen because I'm able to maintain the push through the entire movement. This drill is also really good because as you push, if your line is not ready or if you are relaxing your ribs towards the ground, the push is going to help you dismount the handstand and try again. Hope you enjoyed this drill. Let me know how you liked it, and I'm looking forward to seeing your videos. Salute, Sam!